I can't get it up here, by the way.
Get it right there.
Should I have notes too?
No.
Okay. Is this a test?
Gonna have a pop quiz real quick.
Okay. What's up, fool podcast? What's up, fool podcast? What's up, fool? With your host, Felipe Esparza, and El Nino right here, Rodrigo Torres right here.
Yeah,
all
man.
Bundled up,
How you guys
loving
doing?
winter.
It's cold out there, dog. You got a new little snazzy little sweatshirt there?
Yes, we got the new
Hoodie?
What's Up Fool podcast sweatshirts. If you want to get one, we got them as big as 4X.
Damn.
And if you're bigger than that, you're going to have to go to another comedian's page because that will go all the way to 6X.
Please don't go to 4X. Just go to 3X.
Oh.
Yeah. If a lot of guys want a 4 or 5X.
Make your own, motherfucker.
No. Well, no.
Send them a screen, huh?
I'm just saying, if enough guys want a 4, and I'm saying guys because I haven't met any 4 or 5X ladies. But
They're out there.
Okay, let me tell you.
they might be. But
The only time I see 5X and 6X is in Sacramento, those big-ass Mexicans.
From Hayward.
Hayward, and they got their big sister, too. And she's married to a Samoan guy who's also a 5X.
Yeah, they had that long hair, too.
Damn.
They're huge, bro.
El Paso now?
No, they're Sacramento. They were as tall as Marcelo Arguello.
Oh,
right.
wow.
I was just saying 5Xers.
Yeah, they're like 5Xers, man. Smalls too, man.
But if enough guys
Extra
want
small.
one of these shirts
You gotta be
in 4 or 5X, just email fans@felipesworld.com and ask for
you gotta
it.
be Chris D'Elia to sell smalls. Eh?
We've got to have at least like 20 people interested in that to make it worth printing a small batch of those.
See, that's fat bashing.
Because they're
bro.
gonna sit
all
but they're
about
gonna sit in a
batches, eh?
box, which is what happened with all those other 4 and 5Xs we used to order for other shirts. Sit in
How much
boxes.
do these
and I don't
cost?
these are, I haven't put them on the website yet, but these are 40.
Show the
Yeah,
camera.
I think 40.
We have
right?
a guest here,
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Hi.
Rachel
Wolfson.
Wolfson.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
First time I saw her, bro, was on the Laugh Factory stream. The Laugh Factory videos.
Oh, would they have the comics?
Yeah, and I don't watch them all. You know,
But you
because
get 'em on
they're
Instagram, right?
long. They're real long, and some of them have like 765,000. Mine is way in the bottom, but I was like, damn, James, I saw that. Where's my check? Fool? That's a lot of views, fool.
Right?
But I got it one check, from the Laugh Factory when they switched to the internet. Then I saw hers, and it was fucking hilarious, dog.
Thank you.
It was cool, man. Like a lot of weed jokes, but not like weed jokes like the ones I used to say and shit. Where hey, real good ones, eh?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, she also runs the very popular Wolfie Memes page
Yeah.
on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys
That-
like weed memes?
And I said, well,
They're
this
funny. They're funny. You make
That-
a lot of them, but you share some others, right?
I share some people, but
You
mainly
make most
it's
of
mine.
them.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, she's like in them and stuff.
in what?
In a lot of her
Memes.
memes.
Oh.
Like, they're original. That's what I'm trying to say.
Meme maker.
Yeah.
Meme maker.
Memes.
No memes.
Yeah, my mom calls them memes.
When I first seen it, I thought it was Mimi. I'm all Mimi. It's like the
Memes, yeah.
little niece came up and they're all mean.
But the
Yeah.
meme is more of a meta concept. It's more
Yeah.
the social popularity of something, anything.
It's like a digital joke,
yeah.
right?
And then
I thought I meant short joke.
no, it's
Mad
it's
digital.
more like a
Mad digital, worldwide.
something that goes viral, I guess, or
Everything. People want less now, huh? Less to watch.
People's attention spans are very short.
That's gonna be great for me, Rodrigo. How come? You know what? We're gonna fucking be right in, bro. When they want less sex. Damn, he was awesome. That was 10 seconds.
I'll give you the best 10 seconds of your life.
they call me the Viner.
Flowers and everything.
So what's up, fool, man? How was your
Chilling, dude.
weekend?
It was great.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was killer too, dude.
That was last
Thursday,
week, right?
Yeah, last Thursday. We did a podcast Monday. Yeah.
something like that.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, Thanksgiving was Thursday.
Yeah, Monday then Thursday.
I
Yeah,
thought
it
it
was
was last
cool.
week.
Last week, yeah.
Last
Thanksgiving.
Monday.
Yeah, we were at
And
Morro
then
Bay.
Thanksgiving was last
This weekend?
No,
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
No, for Thanksgiving.
You guys wore your costumes on.
We went on Wednesday,
Oh, okay.
Thursday, and then Friday we came home that night because we wanted to get back to the dog because
Oh.
we planned this trip before we got the dog, so we didn't expect.
Oh.
I didn't want to leave her with our
We
assistant
adopted
for
a
too long.
10-year-old pet boo, bro, a little old lady.
Congratulations, she is a little old lady,
Ma'am.
yeah. She has a lot of ailments, so she needed medication. I was like, I don't want, because our assistant was staying with her and house sitting. But we took the rabbits with us and we couldn't take the dog.
You guys have a full house. A zoo.
And I didn't want to transport her so soon after being out of the shelter. You know, I wanted her to feel like she's home.
She's like a big kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she takes me outside, like she's gonna use the restroom, but she's standing outside the car like she wants to go on a little
She wants to
ride.
go somewhere, yeah. Yeah, she's cool.
He's got a little Pendleton.
It's more like a fleece. No. It's fleece line, right? Yeah, and then
Little flannel.
a little flannel on the outside, like a little.
So you guys spent your Thanksgiving at Morro Bay?
Yeah.
I was in Riverside at my mom's house.
It was
How was that?
raining.
It was good, dog. A lot of food.
Anything funny? How about your brother?
What's your
Did he
brother up
eat?
to? Let's talk about it.
Nothing. I didn't see him.
How's your Thanksgiving?
It was dope. I didn't ruin it.
No?
I wasn't the family member that did it this year. Someone did, but it wasn't me.
Are you that cool cousin that people look forward to seeing privately and they go blaze and come back?
Yes, 1,000%.
Fuck
we,
yeah.
we know,
That's
that's the
right.
reason why they keep inviting me back. It's not because they love me. It's because they know I'm gonna bring the greens.
Because I saw a meme one time, man, and it was like it was like a fucking cholo, like a Mexican cholo, and then there's a regular food standing next to them. They were both high. He goes, everybody has that cool cholo you can hang out on Thanksgiving.
Get launched
So
with.
true.
I always used to disappear, bro, on Thanksgiving.
You go get fucked up though? Fucked
fuck
up?
yeah, bro. I'm gonna go to our mom's house, leave my kids there, my baby mama, disappear for 2 days, bro.
Damn. And that was everything, not just like party,
Everything, bro.
blackout
that
party.
wasn't weed.
It was weed,
But
drugs.
But weed by itself doesn't do that to
Yeah.
you. It's the other.
People with
the
that
coke.
Hell
bullshit.
no.
gateway
This is your
shit.
Thanksgiving?
You fucking yeah.
I'm coming next
no,
year.
back in the days.
Back in the
Is
day.
that okay?
That's
Can I invite
funny.
myself?
That's the difference, man. Because if
Take me with
you're
you.
in a coke binge and you check off for 3 days on Thanksgiving, don't come back, you're forgiven because you're a cokehead. You go
That's what
rehab.
you think.
But if you fucking
Right?
but okay,
What planet are
Is that
you
how it
living on?
works? I had no
I'm
idea.
saying is that the first time it happened? If that was the first time it
Sure
happened.
wasn't.
But man, if you do that shit on pot, that means you just didn't want to come back, eh?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a
Eh?
conscious
He
choice.
got high and left his family.
What was that laced with, dude? PCP or what?
Nobody gets high and leaves his family, man.
With weed, you mean?
With weed.
Come back with
They might
snacks or
forget where
something.
they live for a while. But
When I was in Narcotics Anonymous meetings, there was a guy there who said he was sober 20 years. And he went his wife went shopping, and then he looked to the corner, and he remembered that he used to score around there. And he just fucking dropped his bags that he was holding and went for a little walk. He said he didn't come back home till January 15th.
Wow.
Smelling like shit, like pee, dirty as fuck.
A little carny and shit, huh?
But fuck, bro, that's amazing. He didn't die, huh?
I was just tripping like 20 years later, still gonna be there, the same corner shit. Wasn't even gentrified or nothing, dude.
NA
Ready
seems
to
lit.
go.
Not Monterey Park, bro. But he just probably just kept walking, bro. He probably walked to Monterey Projects. Sooner or later, he'll find it, bro. I don't care if it's justified. Heroin, coke is always gonna be there.
we often see guys like that downtown who look like they just stayed too long somewhere, and then all of us they're still wearing their outfit from Casual Friday from work, and it's like Sunday.
But downtown
afternoon,
always
and
has
they're
those
messed
fools. They're
up.
homeless, drug addicts. Like,
But it
if
looks
you go up
very
to 'em,
recent though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
where I live in Hollywood is the same thing.
Yeah,
You know?
Hollywood's full of those people. Yeah,
Heroin addicts know that
dejected.
heroin is sold before noon. Like everything is sold downtown before noon. There's nobody selling heroin at night. It all happens in the morning. That's why you see
Get
those
ready for
guys.
the party.
That's why you see most of those guys sleeping in the afternoon at bus stations.
yeah.
Oh.
I know.
I thought they were just chilling.
Didn't you? Didn't you have that that place by Narcotics Anonymous meetings? That guy was selling on the corner nearby, right?
Yeah.
In Echo Park or Silver Lake, right?
Right outside.
Right outside the
Not
the
that
NA
seems like a
meeting.
brilliant business move.
Of course.
You know?
But
Not
how horrible of a human being do you
That's
have to
like the
be to
CrossFit.
choose that one? Yeah.
That's at the
Yeah, the
CrossFit.
CrossFit by the donut shop.
The
yeah,
cross-
but all the best business people are the worst kinds of people.
Oh,
you
fuck
know?
yeah, I
That's
don't
why
give
they're
a fuck.
successful. Money
Well,
first.
Like there's a fucking dirty KFC on the corner where I live, and there's like a Thai restaurant and a dirty bakery. It just looks dirty because from the outside it looks dirty, and then a dirty ass something else, but in the middle, a dirty ass CrossFit too.
CrossFit is in the
Really?
saddest locations all the time.
Yeah, why do they're putting CrossFits in like someone's abandoned garage and
Yeah,
expect
weird.
You gotta
you to
be
be
tough to come here.
motivated?
Commando.
Like in
The Green
between
Beret.
people's shit, they have like their heirlooms and they just put like a gym in there. So
Because the
weird.
rent is low, man. Nobody gonna pay
It's
a lot.
true.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
they're
so
technically
true.
using them to just gut out the building. Like, toss these tires over
Yeah,
here.
right? They're just helping
These
people
old
move.
tires.
All grimy on the floor.
Jokes
All
on
these
us.
ropes.
Here, bro, pull this rope out of here, Ray.
Yeah.
You ever think that was gonna be an
Hey,
exercise?
That's hilarious.
Hey, push the forklift out of here, Ray.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude.
Jump over these boxes.
People are stupid, dude. Who would do that shit? I ain't trying to bag on you, but go to a normal gym. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, what
Move
you
a tire.
hammer these rocks?
Hey, I'm gonna start a new exercising business. It's gonna be called moving. You trick these fools into working out to work for
it's
you.
brilliant.
Stairs. and all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, bro, we
Brilliant.
did 2 houses a day, bro.
No one works out like that except for CrossFitters.
Yeah, dude.
I got this new workout in my house. It's called washing my clothes, man.
Yeah, come move my shit.
Saturday morning clean.
Yeah, man, I got this fucking 50-pound bag of clothes over there, bro. Lift it, bro. Ugh. I even play rocky music, eh? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, they're so angry too. That's what maybe 'cause they're just moving.
Yeah, dude. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, some people always make that face, like, ugh.
I call it grandma face.
Oh, okay.
I get a grandma workout face. It's like half constipation, half like your grandparent. It's weird.
That was like the getting it face.
What's this
Yeah.
fool saying, bro?
What fool?
I don't know. They're talking shit. For the funniest thing I saw this morning, man. Besides, I was watching the cooking show because they've been running cooking, Christmas baking all year.
Holiday
all week.
bake-off.
Holiday bake-off,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Can't miss that
Championship.
shit. Even though I can't. Man, I like watching Holiday Bake-Off and I like watching the Great British Bake-Off.
Yeah, you were telling me about.
I haven't
those
seen
fools.
either of those, but I know like they're super popular.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
the thing
On
about
the
cooking
plane, it
shows,
is.
I get angry because I can't eat the food, so it's like a tease to me. You know what I
Mad
mean?
tease.
Yeah.
I just like the way the British lady just doesn't like the food.
It criticizes it.
Oh my god!
She
it's
just
so,
Oh,
roasts them?
It's so perfect because she's so
on the British Bake-Off?
doing like the lady.
No.
Like
This cooking is it's not crumbling right. It's just it's dreadful or whatever she
Yeah,
says.
she
She
does,
hates.
bro.
She talks
Julia
shit to
Child's
these people,
voice,
man.
huh?
they're all British, bad teeth too, and then she goes like this about they're eating tarts. Not quite the tart, right?
It's not quite. Yeah. She's like, this isn't up to your standards, is it? Like
She's
it
like
makes
Simon Cowell.
They make you judge yourself.
I'll try harder.
You know? Yeah.
They don't even finish it, huh? Eating it.
It's always tough because a lot of British ladies there, British guys, and one East Indian woman. I'll try harder.
Yeah.
Aw, she just wants to please them.
Then she goes. Then they tell her like, "Oh, this is how you do it in your country, don't they?
She said, "Oh,
Oh, this is how you do
there's
it.
a lot of that going on."
This is more like baklava."
I feel
right?
like British people, they just get away with racism because they sound so polite while they
Oh,
say
yeah.
it. You know what I mean? You like want them to continue talking,
Yeah.
Original white people, right there.
right?
We invented the language.
Was that fast?
Do you get metaphors? Yeah, we invented them.
So true.
So the thing was, I was watching Valerie Bertinelli, bro.
Oh hell yeah! Is that?
She had her own cooking show, and I
She's
watched.
cooking up a storm.
She's fucking cookies,
She
bro.
was working
And I watched
hard.
watching it all fading, going, "Wow, man!" But this is all the stuff she wanted to do if Eddie Van Halen was sober. Eh? Like she was fucking. This is the fucking cake I wanted to make Eddie. This is the pot where fucking Eddie threw up on. I was just thinking about all the stuff that Eddie Van Halen did that was really bad around her. Now she had the cooking show, bro.
Dude, I heard that fool was just playing guitar all day, dog.
Hell yeah, man! I'm gonna make a cake. Get away,
Imagine waking up to that fool. Yeah, dog.
Eddie. You want some cupcakes?
Give me a little lead.
Eddie, you want some cupcakes?
I don't even know Van Halen songs, but yeah.
It sounded right.
You don't know any Van Halen songs?
Well, I showed up. I did an awesome
None?
show last.
I like, you know.
I know running with the devil.
Oh, I know that song.
But I
live
never,
my
like, seen, like, when I was a little
life
kid, I never had the
no
albums. It wasn't around.
tomorrow.
God, I
But
had
in the Hagar
everything.
days, though.
Ugh, fuck that. Fuck Van Hagar.
Van Hagar?
Sam fucking
Fuck
fuck
Van
that. That was
Hagar.
the weakest moments. Right
Weakest, but it was so popular. Fuck all those people.
It's from Fontana.
It was
It
popular
was all
for
about
people
Van
who
Halen,
love
that's it. David Lee
carnivals
Roth, that's
and
it.
winning posters with a dart.
There was this video I remember.
Or a mirror. Huh?
I forgot what it was called. It was real popular. A song with Van Hagar.
I Can't Drive 55.
Can you take me higher? No, that's Sammy by himself.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of those songs.
isn't it like now?
Right now, that
Yeah,
was
that one, dude.
Oh,
They had
my
a
God.
ton. They had a ton of hits.
Alex Van Halen over there.
They had a
Yeah,
ton of
that's
hits.
From the
the one,
corner.
dude.
But that's when I
That's
abandoned
Van
them.
Halen. I remember. I don't
saw
remember
Van
David Lee
Halen
Roth.
4
Van Halen.
times live, and then I saw David Lee Roth 3 times live when he did his solo stuff. But David Lee Roth's a whole other person now, and
She roundhouse you, huh?
He did all that like.
No, I met him once at the Laugh Factory after a show, and he was there, and I
How
was
tall was
waiting
he?
tables.
Little?
He was sitting down. No, he's a big guy.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like 6 feet.
Oh wow.
But he was sitting down, but he was. This is the moment. Like I used to have posters. I kind of dreamed that like I was gonna marry this guy. Like
Oh,
I was 14, 15, 16.
You are killing me right now.
No, I'm serious. I was obsessed.
Jump!
I was obsessed. I was obsessed.
All right, man. You know what to draw now.
I was gonna say like I was thinking about like she's walking up to him going, yeah, maybe he's gonna ask me out on a date when you're a kid, right?
Oh yeah.
But
When you're
married.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking hit parade.
Yeah.
You got David Lee
I
Roth
was,
down on one knee, man.
I was delusional. Anyway, so I meet him. This was just when did
Now
I
you know
work
that Ben
there?
Franklin.
When did I
Slithery little fool.
When did I work there? 2007, Laugh Factory?
Yeah, so they say
2006, 2007, yeah. So I met him around then. So I'm much older at that point. So, but I shook his
You
hand.
had dreams, huh?
I shook his
That's
hand.
what I'm saying. I love
And-
your dreams.
He couldn't have been more full of Jack Daniels at the time.
Was he
was
nice?
like he was nice, but he looked right through me, and I was just like,
Fucked
man,
up.
this
That's David Lee
sucks.
Sloth.
I was shaking his hand, and I was like, man, this sucks.
You're not
Like,
supposed to meet
that's
your
it.
heroes.
No,
And that's what I heard.
Never meet your
No.
heroes.
It was so disappointing. And I don't care about any famous people. I've met a lot of famous people in my life.
Except for David, man.
David, yeah,
He's from Pasadena, right?
yeah.
That's how when you
Yeah,
meet
Pasadena.
Jake the Snake for the first time. Well, Jake, you're my favorite idol. You know when you get some crack.
That's what he said.
Exactly.
No, but that's exactly what happened in the
I'm
movie.
sure that conversation happened.
Well, dude,
at
wasn't he a
some
product
point.
of a rape and shit?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
has like
Jake the Snake?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That one Beyond the Mat. We seen that shit back in the
That's a
day,
great
dog.
movie.
That documentary, that DVD.
I was walking around when I was like really bad on doing crack, right there by the river.
Mm-hmm.
I live
River
river.
dancing.
I was river dancing, and some car pulled over. Right? He goes, "Hey Felipe, you're funny, man." And he pulled over and stopped. He got out of the car. Where you going, man? I'm just looking around, waiting for somebody right now. He goes, "What are you gonna do?"
Lying, huh?
Then I said, "Listen, man, I'm here. I'm trying to get some crack, man. So
The fuck out of
you
here.
can just move along, man."
You're crack blocking.
Hilarious.
Should went out there disguised, dog. Little hat and shit, sunglasses.
I have people that have memories of me that I don't even remember, bro.
See, I don't like those memories, dog. Not like because about you, but like when somebody tells you a memory you can't remember, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
This
don't like those
motherfucker
either.
making
From my
them up?
childhood, some embarrassing type shit. I wasn't even on drugs. I just blocked it out.
That shit too, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude.
I'm like, no, that must have been somebody else. You got confused. Yeah.
But there are so many times when you remember people or stories and things that happened when you were totally loaded, and that's what surprises me. And you're like, oh no, you're that guy
think
from.
your brain chooses?
Yeah, like he selectively forgets, and yeah, I think you do.
Sometimes, man,
That's part of the manipulator
sometimes becomes
inside
like
you.
nights become days and weeks. I remember partying at the Casa Latina.
Mm-hmm.
It was a comedy show that it was every Tuesday nights. George Perez, Jeff Garcia, Ralphie May did it. Even JB Smooth. It would pay like $100
Love it.
to do 15 minutes. It was Tuesday nights. I think it was 18 and over, but it was packed. I'm talking about packed. All Latinos, all Mexicans, 200 people, at least 100 people, huh?
Nah, more, about 200 a night.
It was 200 every Tuesday night, and they have dancing after. And it was,
All the Mexican shows have dancing after comedy.
Love it.
yeah, and it was like
It's a party.
Yeah.
beer, and they had tacos, and it was probably the most darkest parts of Rosemead. Like it was dark
Barbie and
outside.
Like
Muscatel.
under the freeway over, the
It
freeway
was dark.
overpass.
Like you could take a girl to your friend's Montero and come back with a coat. Nobody noticed.
Oh my
Come
god.
back with a nickname.
Yeah, Ivan, Catherine. Anyway, so
I wonder why you call that guy El Catrino.
There was so much. There was so much like drug. I knew there was drug activity, not there, but these people were like in real estate. It was during the real estate heyday, man. Everybody there had money.
Right.
And forgot my point, but go ahead.
No, nothing. You were just talking about fucking
How they had
getting
these
fucked up.
these shows on Tuesday nights.
Casa Latina.
Yeah.
Selectively remembering for.
Oh yeah.
Partying for weeks.
Selectively.
Days.
So I finished the show, and I was partying with some dude, and then he told me about some other party. I said, all right, let's go. So but I was drunk. We get to that party, and it was like a casino, bro. Like they had 3 blackjack tables going.
Like
In
an
their
underground?
Underground.
Yeah.
They were
In
gambling.
their house?
No, in the downtown LA.
Oh, it was like a warehouse. Or
And they had a refrigerator, like with the commercials, bro, full of Coronas. And everybody was gambling. And there was drugs everywhere, bro. Like a little dish.
After hours and shit.
After hours.
Yeah, what day of the week is it? Who books that?
Tuesday nights. And fuck, bro. I still do it till 11:30, dude.
The next day.
Yeah, and I think people, I don't even know, bro, but I guess later on that place turns into a place where they sell a lot of meth, I guess, because people were coming in buying bricks, dude. And then when I left, the guy gave me a little chunk. He goes, here's a little piece, man. Maybe if he could stay, help you out for the rest of the day. And he gave me like a little,
yeah, that'll help you out.
like an eighth of meth. But I was doing coke that night. So I just took it to my friend's house because he likes doing it. So I traded half of it for coke and then did the rest. And I remember that night became a week because I did that. I remember I did that line, bro, and it burned my nose like, yeah. I felt like one of those monsters, bro, from fucking Mad Max, the new one.
Oh, those are
The one
scary.
that were drinking, the whatever the fuck they were drinking. I felt like one of those dudes.
Drinking motor oil and shit.
I've never done cocaine.
No,
I know it's
Me
weird because I'm
neither.
from Vegas, but like I went back to Vegas last weekend and it was like 10 a.m. and all the people I was with were just like busting it out like as if it's like, you know, part of their breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And they looked at me, looking at them. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "I'm not judging you. I did Adderall as a kid at 5. You know, like it's fine. It's just Vegas brings that out of you. You
Come
can do
on,
it.
you're from Hollywood. You guys do it all the time. It gets delivered. People probably say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like weed better.
When did you start smoking weed?
When I was 19.
I started around that time too, but then I stopped for 10 years.
You just didn't smoke for 10 years at all?
Well, I stopped
Because you
everything.
did everything.
You
Yeah.
you got
before
sober.
you were 20. Yeah.
But now you smoke weed.
Yeah. The first time I smoked weed, I remember it was me and my friend Bobo, Oscar Jaramillo, and Rafa Moran, and this ugly motherfucker named Vacuna. Vacuna means vaccine
Oh,
shot.
no.
Vaccination.
So
Vaccine
vaccination,
shot,
you know, when you get a vaccination shot, your skin swells up.
Is that what he looked like?
His nose looked like he got a bunch of,
It's a
like
very
a
deep
1,000 of
nickname.
them.
Yeah.
So
a
in
deep
English, it would be
nickname.
vaccine, though. Well, it was vacuna. His nose was like a bunch of like measles shots.
It was acne. It was acne.
For real, that fool gets angry, he'll shoot a zit at you, bro.
Oh, my God.
gross.
He was like Edward James almost.
Almost.
So we're chilling, bro, and I forgot about
The first time you ever smoked weed.
exactly. See, it
And the last time was just outside.
was at their Christmas party. I didn't even have a fucking job, but these guys had jobs right after high school. I was like a loser, bro. But they invited me to a Christmas party. I'd never been to a Christmas party.
Oh, for a job?
I didn't know how to act. I was nervous, bro. I was out nervous, bro. I thought she was gonna pop out, had a knife and everything.
Like the
For your work Christmas party?
I don't know.
Benicio del Toro in Backwoods.
I don't know. When I was telling everybody in the hood, yeah, man, I don't know what's going to happen, eh? Bro, you better just take a knife, bro.
Yeah, for protection.
You know, she know, bro. Fuck that, eh? What if those? You don't know those fools, dog. What if you get lost, Holmes? This
Yeah.
guy kept telling me he kept prepping me. I was talking to a guy who never. I was talking to another guy who had never been to anything out of the projects.
poison
and
in your
advice
fucking head,
on how to
dude.
act at a Christmas party
That yeah.
where people with the boss.
You got to be careful out there this season.
And he was saying exactly. He was telling that exactly.
You don't know.
Hey, homie, now, homie, you just fucking. You might be a setup, Holmes.
Yeah, for sure.
Set up.
So that fool gave me a knife, bro, to take to the party, dog.
Some Rambo shit right here, dog.
Was he used in another crime?
So every time,
know.
so it's funny because every time like I'll be alone, I might have my pocket ready, like what?
It's funny because we've walked into parties sometimes
go.
and you're on edge. No, you're on edge sometimes. Like
I always look for weapons.
you're not
man.
sure what's
I'm like
if
a
you
rabbit.
don't
I
know
look for an
who's gonna
exit.
be there.
Right?
Yeah, like if you don't know who's gonna be there, you've got your eyes on everybody. This stare that like you're looking for who's who am I friends with? Who's my enemy here? But that one party we went to that was just totally normal party after your movie you did back in 2009, right? And he goes, man, this is the first part. He didn't know anybody there really except the camera guy that was on the movie, and he invited him. And he goes, man, this is the first party I've ever been to where I didn't want to cheap shot somebody.
That's awesome.
I was like, really? What?
Cheap shot.
So I was standing at that party outside the porch, like David and Friday After Next. David. And then my friend goes, "You want to smoke a joint?" I never smoked before. So that fool, he rolled it up. I smoked that shit, dog. Couldn't stop laughing. It was my first time ever.
Amazing.
Smoked the next day, the day after that, about an eighth. I didn't even know what weed was. Like
They
back
had
then,
eights back then, or were they like nickels and dimes?
I don't know what it was, dude. I just know I don't know how much money I gave him. He gave me a lot.
Yeah, because the eights didn't start coming out until like Green Bud.
Probably was like $60 for a whole ounce. No, half an ounce or a quarter. I don't know what it was, but it was
Red
not
hair?
good weed.
Red hair?
It was good weed back
I
then.
don't know. I was selling
It was
eights in
stress.
1990.
That sounds about right.
So, yeah, I don't know when Green Bud hit, but I was selling eights.
We got the
of-
Queen of the South over here.
No,
right?
this was
No,
Ohio.
Nickels,
was
dimes,
big.
a quarter,
Yeah, we did eights and quarters, but
and then it'll just go
It
to
was a good weed.
half
shit
ounce.
weed.
Yeah.
no, it was shit weed,
like
but
if
we still
somebody-
sold
yeah.
them
Was
in
this
the
out here?
increments. No, in Ohio.
Like give me an
It
eighth
was Ohio. It
of,
was nasty.
yeah.
But then I moved to New York in '95.
They already
and
had good
then
bud out
That's
there.
when Dr. P. Hayes was going
Yeah.
around town, and if you had the beeper number, you could call, and they would come just like in
Half-baked?
Half-baked.
Damn.
And when people saw that, they were like, "Oh my God, there's delivery service!" And I was like, "Oh my God, you never heard of that before?" So people would come to your house, and they'd open up the whole thing and give you the selection, and that's where I had my bubble gum that I can't find anymore.
Shit, I used to
A
buy
long
weed.
time ago.
I used to buy weed from a guy in high school. I used to wait for him after school like I was his dad.
That's where you waited for him? You used to buy weed from a kid who
In
was in high school?
Yeah.
Was that was in Pasadena, right?
Cachetadas, bro.
That's hilarious.
That guy was ridiculous, bro. I remember he would have cameras to see who was coming, but it was for his mom.
Didn't even have an ounce of bud at one time.
Yeah, that's the word. I was gonna beat his ass.
That's hilarious.
I was gonna just rat him. You know your son has no weed right now, ma'am.
That's so
That was a
funny.
weird little house back there.
It was funny because we'll go to their house and they're like, "Wow, dude." I'm in waiting for my weed. He's like his brother on a bunk bed snoring, and he's doing homework, and he's weighing it out, and he gives us an eighth, and he waits. Like maybe want to smoke him out too. I hate when they do that. You ever have to deal with that?
Where you have to smoke out your dealer. There's different types of dealers. Like there's the one that just wants to like have you come out to the car. They roll down the window just this big. They like drop the bag out the window. Then you have the one that just comes and just like doesn't leave. He wants to be your friend too. That's why he became a dealer, because he wants to make friends.
Enough about Gino.
Right? No, and and then you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Like you can't get him to leave.
But most dealers that are like Mac ass dealers just pop out a fat ass joint or a fat ass bomb.
Right.
And they had a little cheap ass little fools with nothing.
I used to buy from this guy who he would come over to my house and drop off the weed, and then he would sit there like expecting me to bust it out, and I didn't know this etiquette. But I didn't
like a
like
tip or
this.
something.
Yeah, but I
that's
didn't
just
like
someone
this
that's
guy.
cheap. Like the
Yeah.
fact that
Oh,
I
he
got
was
you
totally
weed, you owe me
cheap.
weed.
Right,
Nah,
right.
fuck
Come
outta here.
on, we're just
No,
waiting for a little shoulder rub.
And other than that,
I know it felt
skinny
like
ass
that too,
joints,
especially
all
when
that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
especially when I was alone. Like it felt like that. I was like, man, I don't want to.
Like no one, like a server doesn't drop off the food and then just sit there for
Yeah.
you to feed him a bite. You know what I mean?
Right on. I was like, this is a transaction. If you want to pad the amount, do that.
Yeah.
You know, but
If you ain't gonna roll a fat ass joint, I don't want to buy from you.
Exactly.
Because then that's gonna be
Smoke
some
me
fool
out.
that pinches the sack. You're gonna get 3.3 or
I
3
it's
for
Right.
all
fucking.
pinched. He's asking for some of it. Like
I ordered
You ain't got a fucking scale. You don't know.
when I was living in Echo Park, I ordered a pizza from Two Boots, and then this little gangster girl showed up, and she brought the pizza, and she gave it to me.
oh, that's right.
And then she looked over at my review. She goes, "Damn, homie." He goes, "No disrespect, but this is the kind of Porsche I like to come back later on and smoke a blunt." Eh?
So true. She called it. That's
She probably the one that
hilarious.
stole my weed potty.
I know. You were wondering for.
I have smoked out the
months who
delivery
stole
guy
the
before.
weed the weed
I have
plant.
I have had a guy drop off some food. And I
Must have
smoked
looked
him
like
out.
Thor.
It was brilliant. That was his tip. I was like, sorry, I don't have money to tip you, but here's some.
But here's a bowl. Hit a bowl.
I've given
Fuck yeah.
people a nug.
Yeah, they love it.
You have
Yeah.
Lyft drivers or just?
No, you have like you just they come to your house and deliver a pizza and shit, and just give them a nug.
Yeah.
How do you know they want one?
I'm you smoke
They're
weed.
delivering pizza.
One guy
adult
says,
delivery.
"No, I don't smoke weed." And he looked over. There was some DVDs, like my DVD collection. I'm gonna pick a DVD then. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh
Grab
shit!
one.
It's like
This is
Christmas,
trick or treat.
right?
I don't know what the fuck it was. Leave, dog.
I know. I have people coming over and then they look behind us. That
Fools always
is
look.
that C-3PO?
Oh,
back there? And
someone's
I'm
like,
what?
smells good, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, yeah.
Annoying.
Next time somebody goes like,
Curiosity, dog.
somebody tries to look, man, when you look over, have a naked dude over there.
Hilarious,
What up, G?
Some other guy painting them.
right?
Have you seen those people that come out of their house? They don't let no one in their house. They come out, close the door, yeah, and they get everything. Wait
Oh,
for you to
yeah.
leave. They don't even let nobody in their
Yeah.
pad, dude.
Don't go in there.
Yeah, dude. I trip out on that
I don't
shit.
like
You can
opening
leave it
my
on the
door.
doorstep.
A little voice, huh?
Thank you.
That's
So funny.
You don't have to knock, motherfucker. We know it's the Amazon box. Just
Yeah.
leave it there.
Yeah, some of them are really
Why
aggressive.
they knock
with
like the
ringing
cops?
or
Yeah.
knocking, yeah.
This morning.
And then others don't.
Delivery. And they yell out.
They're angry.
I yell out, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, others don't. They just throw the thing over the gate
they're
or
gone.
whatever, and then they leave. They don't even open the gate. Like, it opens. It's
They
not
don't-
locked.
It's funny, man. That's the kind of job that if the guy's angry, he don't give a fuck about your box.
But at nighttime, it's not the official, like,
Time.
delivery, like UPS.
It's Johnny
guys,
Roque and
whatever.
Martin
It's
Rizzo.
those guys, yes.
The comics we know.
It's just
Really?
it's people who have this job delivering
Del Rey.
locally, like for Amazon, like
Oh, they just
the
like
same day, you know.
it's like
delivery and
Uber
all
for
that.
packages,
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, third party.
I saw.
Martin does that, right? On the
I saw his
side?
That
meme that
delivered
was.
food.
So he delivers whatever. He does Uber
okay.
Eats, and then he does Uber and Lyft and all this.
I saw this meme. It was hilarious. It was the best way to get rid of old clothes and old stuff out of your house. You put it in an Amazon box and leave it outside your house. Bro.
Oh my god. That's
They
hilarious.
steal that shit, bro. They got the old ass F100s.
That's so funny
Yeah, well,
and
that-
true.
I put my dog poop in there now.
Oh.
I mean, you walk outside around the first month in LA, and you can get an entire like living room set. You know what I mean? You can furnish your whole
can.
house.
Everybody's
Yeah,
put
the
shit
last,
outside.
the
You gotta do it
15th,
right.
The 15th and the last of the month.
Yeah,
you
the
go
first and the
around,
15th.
yeah.
You
Always.
gotta do it right though, man. Like there's some neighborhoods where you get some good stuff. I was saying
Yeah.
like the alleys in
And
Beverly
West
Hills.
Hollywood.
Oh my
too,
god,
yeah,
they
West
have
Hollywood.
really nice stuff.
Yeah.
Only a little bit of bugs too, like not a problem.
Fuck around, get a pregnant roach in there.
Yeah.
When I was living
That's
in,
what I'm afraid of.
when I was living
That's how it happens,
when I was living
yeah.
in downtown, remember I took that big ass couch in my
They didn't have
house.
shit in there. We inspected it though.
Yeah,
It didn't have bed
I had
bugs.
Rodrigo, bro. He's the
Yeah.
exterminator.
Yeah. It
You
didn't have
are?
nothing. Yeah.
That's what's up.
But yeah, nothing. We
It
inspected
was light too.
Yeah, you have to see that shit. That's what where it happens, dude. The
Hey.
plants is.
That's funny. When I was living alone, that's the only time I would wake up with bites, bro.
Oh no.
Like have a spider bite.
Your whole apartment was infested.
There you go.
That place was gross. The Boylston one?
Cause
Why you give me the devil
married.
look? Why you give me the devil look?
that looked like a place that they vacuumed and then
It's
they
like-
painted it with enamel paint.
He told me
No.
to shut the hell up with
Cake
his
that
eyes.
shit up.
I saw it. I saw it.
No, I didn't. I said, go on.
How did you guys meet?
Black Factory.
Laugh Factory. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was working there and he was there. I was freshly divorced, almost divorced.
What was his line?
No line.
Really?
I approached him, I think. Right?
Yes, I'm
Like,
shy.
like all the ladies do.
'Cause I'm shy.
What was your line?
I don't remember.
You want to blaze?
No, actually,
Really?
that was
That's how
your
it
line.
So that Boge, nah.
No,
Remember
one of
we don't
Blaze was
smoke?
your line because I didn't know that term.
What?
I love it.
Did I ever tell you that?
No, I think so.
I was gonna put this in a scene and stuff. That one mom thing I was writing. But anyway,
Now it's going to be a taco shop too.
but no, I didn't know what that meant, and I went to Urban Dictionary.
No. Oh my God, that's so cute.
Fail. Nah.
How white are you?
Right?
I was like,
How white
but
are
it's
you?
not about that. There was a gap in my street knowledge, okay, because I had been married for 13 years and just had a baby, and my life was all different. I was working in the corporate world.
She
There
was
was
in a
no,
mom group, leche
there's
group.
no.
I got
weed. I
amnesia.
hadn't-
Before she was gangster.
I hadn't smoked weed in a long time because
Haven't braided hair in years.
Well, Isaac's dad and I used to smoke weed all the time, you know. So that was like, but that was the last time was before Isaac, really a long time before Isaac was born, like probably 5 years. So I was not.
How do
doing
you
that.
call it? What do you say?
I don't know.
Want to
days?
smoke weed?
Yeah, hang out.
It was- we're smoking some
weed
doobies.
or doobies. Smoke some grass. No, I didn't say any of that.
Oh, it-
I just never heard blaze before.
Blaze
so I
it,
was
eh?
like, blaze it. I'm wearing my heart
You
on my
ever
sleeve today.
You ever smoke with old
seriously.
dudes, Rachel? Like, you don't know how old this guy is till he hits that bowl like this.
I know, or he calls it the pot. Can I have some of the pot? I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
just stop.
Was that Fraser?
I know.
Fraser was that way 'cause he
literally-
can reignite
if I'm-
little
Hey,
choke
buddy,
roast.
you guys got the reefer?
Yeah.
Like somebody would come up to say that to me.
Hey, buddy, you got some reefer?
See, someone like that come up to me like that, I know he's gonna die with my shit.
Or he's a cop.
Yeah.
And if you call it marijuana or pot, I'm gonna question it. You know what I mean? Like, who sent you? You know? Like,
Who sent you? What's the best weed you ever smoked? Like, when you could just say, like, okay, this shit was good compared to the last time I was at.
oh man, I smoke a lot of good weed. I don't know. I feel like I love the Jungle Boys. Do you ever smoke any of their stuff? They
I've dabbed
have
some
they
of
have
that
a
stuff.
dispensary downtown, and they have like Purple Punch, this one strain that I'm like, wow, this is amazing, and it's beautiful. It's like lavender, purple
Sounds like your
nugs.
alley.
Me, back in the days when they had the Kush Mart in Hollywood,
I've seen
I
that
used
one.
to smoke the Mad OG.
Yeah, OGs are great. I
I
like
like
OGs.
OG, man.
Me too, because all you bring, I don't buy anymore,
Yeah.
but all you bring
Sativa?
home is Louis. No,
Louis the 13th.
Yes.
Oh, that's
but
heavy.
Louis the 13th, but it's so intense.
See,
Like, I
the
don't
she-
think I can
even
go
she
back
said it's heavy.
to something else.
Well, see,
I mean, heavy, like fulfilling, like completely fulfilling.
I like
what you want.
OGs because they're good for anti-anxiety, good for pain. Some people only like smoking those at night, but I'll smoke them during the day. That's why I'm like so chill.
How about you, Rodrigo?
Well, the bombest weed I puffed in the last, 3 months is some Jack Harrer, but homeboy couldn't get a hold of it yet again.
Really?
But just like Louis is really, 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 really
Yeah.
good. But the bombest stuff I ever smoked back in the day came from Canada.
That makes
But
sense.
again, a guy that would only get probably a couple pounds of it, and when that shit's gone, never got the strain again.
Do people surprise?
Around for about 6 months, if that.
Do people ever surprise you like you're doing a show out of town? You're whoa, these fools are doing good here.
Well, I went up to Canada a couple of weeks ago, and it was right after they legalized up there, and I was all nervous that I wasn't going to be able to get weed because the lines out when they legalize it here were just around the
Yeah.
corner. So I had one of my followers sent me a message and was like, "Yo, if you want weed and don't want to wait at the dispensaries, I got you." And I was like, yeah, this seems kind of sketch, but meet me outside of the club in like a half hour. And he rolled up with some really good grown weed, not in the dispensaries. And I was like, it's all right out here.
See,
you
it's
know?
a little scarier being a woman though, and
It is.
accepting that invitation than being a guy and accepting an
Oh,
invitation.
I
from a dude,
fully
like,
known.
so,
I was like,
yeah.
that's. I could
Yeah.
disappear this way.
Sure.
Still a great story.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you gotta be
it was
careful,
for
but
weed.
It's true. It's
She was gone like an eighth in the night.
Exactly.
you don't have that thought. I mean, sometimes you do have that thought. Like, will
People
this
bring
guy
you
put
weed,
in
don't they?
this? People, like you're not so you have a little bit of a screening system.
Sometimes they give
Usually
us
it's Rodrigo,
something
I
that
think, too, right?
Yeah, they gave us something that ridiculous. Like I think it was San Jose or up north. They gave us a long joint, this long, and it was full of oil.
Oh,
like
yeah.
full of oil
The black one.
and chunks of dabs all around it. Like, it was kind of a waste.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a waste, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't the bombest shit ever.
It wasn't about
See,
weed.
when you have to put all that stuff in it, it makes me question the
That's what I'm
quality of
saying.
the flour.
The weed was not
the
that
flour's mad
Right?
dusty.
good. But the weed was like whatever, right? But I felt like we should have just cut everything on and used that oil for something
Yeah.
else and just threw the weed away. But nah, man, we lit it up. We were burning our fingers.
Yeah.
It was melting all over the place.
And how about you? Like, as far as everybody that brings bud or comes around like on the road, what would you say the bombest shit is, or on a percentage wise?
Well, this guy in
Naples, right?
Naples, that dude, the Argentinian
Florida?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
that was the
All
only
the way
guy out
down
of
there?
everybody that had bomb weed. And that one time
He
in
gave
Tempe.
me
Even
like
compared to California, like Northern
Yeah.
California?
it was good
Wow.
for it was the best thing I ever smoked in Florida.
Yeah, it was real good.
And that fool gave me like 2 grams or a whole eighth. Then I said, nah, man, I just smoke it all right now. Eh?
It's so good. I used to
Sure.
smoke a lot of weed in Florida when I lived there. It was super illegal then. Now it's like medical, I think.
Yeah, I think they have medical laws now.
You ever gonna sit there with somebody with bad weed and go, yeah.
I've turned down. Like, I'm like, I'll just stick with what I got. But thank you. You know what I mean?
You think there's a lot of people out there with bullshit weed now that's all popular and everybody's doing it, and it's like, you know,
I feel
everybody's
like,
a grower now.
well, I
I
mean,
work
I
at a
don't know. I feel like
dispensary.
like legal weed has kind of like changed things for the industry. Like, you know, you used to be able to walk into a dispensary and anyone could just drop off, like anyone, if they
Yes,
were
I
friends with the
remember.
owner, could
Yeah.
get their product
Their
in,
product.
right?
Pounds.
Like,
these
and
guys.
yeah, there would be bags, giant bags. Remember, they would like deal out of like jars, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's all prepackaged before it hits the shelves, but there's still like illegal dispensaries and like deliveries out there where it's just like old school. You walk in, they have giant jars, and it's like strains that you won't see in the shops. So, I mean, I think it's all kind of like we sacrificed when we voted for it. These are the things.
I think it should have stayed the other way.
I kind of do too, you know, but I don't know. I think it'll get better just later on down the road once the laws relax maybe a little bit.
For sure.
I know the edibles are not as strong anymore. I got an edible
Yeah.
the other day was 70 milligrams.
Well, the thing that what we get in return for sacrificing all of, you know, the good parts of it, I guess, is we know that whatever we're getting is clean, I guess. So, but who really, you know?
Yeah, in the end, I mean, what is clean? Something that a chemical they allow this year, they found out
Right.
next year that, you know, they don't want it because
And
it
it's
has
also
this-
sketchy because there's only like 2 testing facilities,
That's
or
what I'm
like, you know,
saying.
and who
Yeah.
owns those facilities?
Exactly.
They're
I
making
could be a
so
tester.
much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think the whole thing, if you've puffed for so long and you've known so many people, you can start figuring out who has the bombest weed and who you can buy from.
Right.
Who gives you the bro deal, who kind of
Yeah.
like doesn't. You know what I mean?
And there's no more bro deals in the like legal dispensaries.
no.
Yeah, fuck all that too, dude. That's another one.
Yeah.
Remember how we did it in Seattle?
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah.
They're straight raping, dude. It's like, dude.
Like $70 an eighth.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you
With all
think
that
this
talk-
is?
Yeah, or you just get like 3 grams for like $60. And it's
No.
like, dude, come on, really, dude? And then you have to pay that tax on top of it.
Legal weed is for tourists
That's what I'm
and
saying.
like rich people. You know what I mean? Like I still support the like illegal
Small
shops.
business,
you
small
know?
business Tuesday.
locally owned, you know,
Yeah, totally.
family owned.
Man, I think if the pre-rolls come with a lighter or matches already, and it's pre-roll real neat,
Or
and it's
fancy box.
fancy
You know it's
art,
gonna suck.
It's gonna
That's
suck, man.
all the packaging
I've
is
been
misleading.
That's
too.
where they
Yeah,
spend
I've
all
been
that
dis-
money.
Yeah.
I've been
totally. It's
disappointed
like-
so many times. That
You
way.
think it's like, wow, this is cool.
I know exactly which brand you're talking about.
the shit we
the
get.
little wooden box.
I still hope they
the
send me
bowl.
free weed, but I'm not going to mention them.
Their stuff is
But
nice, though.
yeah, work on your quality of your flour. You
Yeah,
know,
that's where it's at.
it's so true.
So what's it like out there? So like, do they label you as a weed comedian?
I feel like they do, but if you do,
You
if
okay with that?
you know, people are gonna
You're
label
funny.
me.
But
Thank
you're-
you.
But you're like the only female weed comic that I have ever heard of.
There are a few, but I mean, you know,
Jeff Peterson.
Jessime
Well, I mean,
Jessime
female.
Peluso
I know.
is
Yeah, Jessime talks
she's
about
a
it,
big
so, yeah.
mentor to me.
I met her last night. She's cool as hell.
She's amazing. She's a big advocate for weed. There's a few of us out there, but if you watch my stuff, I only have a couple weed jokes. I try really not to make it a lot about that because it's just a part of my life. It's not my whole life. You know, I have other things that I can talk about besides
You're
weed.
funny because you use a lot of your real life in your comedy.
Yeah,
And
I think it's smart.
That's always
Thank
the
you.
funniest. That's the stuff that makes you like likable to everybody, not just the potheads. Because you know a little bit of your life. Because I didn't know that your mother was the one who put OJ in jail.
Yeah.
Your mother's a judge.
Yes, or she was. Now she's not.
And that was in your bit. That's the bit I
Right.
saw.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you.
funny as hell.
Well, I mean, that's the challenge, right? Especially if I'm a new comic, I'm coming up and whatnot. But like seeing all the greats, you can take anything that's funny. It's already been said by someone way funnier than you.
Yeah.
So for me, my thing is I want to talk about me and my life. People want to get to know me, and that's, I think, how you stand out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
So what was it like growing up with a mother the judge?
Oh man, I mean,
So you said that your mother judge and your father was
my dad's
and your sister
is a district attorney, and my sister is a prosecutor.
Yeah.
And then my aunt fucks cops.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was weird because I grew up in Vegas too. So it was like, they tried to like shelter us, but like we live in the city of sin. You know, you walk outside, there's like billboards of half
Shelter
naked
people
women.
find the
You
best
know what I
weed,
mean?
huh?
Oh, it's so true. Well, that's the thing is like when they tried to like tell us not to do, you know, when someone tells you not to do something, it makes you want to do it even more. And I'm always like, oh, I'm going to do it, you know? But yeah, I was an all right kid. I kind of rebelled a lot. They sent me to lockdown in Utah when I was 17.
What?
Yeah. 'Cause I was exhibiting some worrisome behaviors, but I mean, it was all right. You know, they were cool parents, but they were very protective of two young daughters.
So you're the only one who didn't go into law then? Did you
No.
start at all? Were you pushed that way? Were your parents disappointed that you didn't go into
I
it?
mean,
or?
I feel like I was never like a super career-minded person. You know, like I think it was always an assumption. People would ask me like, are you going to grow up and go into law like your parents? And I'm just like, you know, no. Like I'm not. I don't know at 7 years old, how do you respond to like what your 10-year plan is? You know what I mean? Like
Damn.
So I think in high school and or like especially when I got to college, I tried to like make them happy and do what they expected of me, but I was so terrible at it. Like I would get fired or get kicked out or just, you know, I'm just not wanted in this like professional setting. But I think it makes sense for them that I got into comedy. Because like being a lawyer is very similar to being a comic, like a trial lawyer, because you're standing in front of a group of people telling them a story and you want them to come on your side.
Yeah,
You
trying
know
to
what I mean?
persuade them.
Yeah, and you can't bomb. And oftentimes like your presentation is what makes them decide someone else's future. You know what I
bomb,
mean?
you
Like
lose.
exactly. So I think I got a lot of skills from them. From like, I don't know.
Rodrigo studied law, right, Rodrigo?
Yeah, for a year.
Yeah. I think I switched my major one time and then I took a class on plea bargains and I saw how unfair. I was like, this system is fucked.
Yeah, you better have some
up.
money.
Exactly.
That's the worst part of the whole
There's some
system.
classes on. You can take classes for plea bargaining.
No, well, I switched my major from because I was a communications major and I was like, well, maybe I'm gonna be a lawyer. Like I was like, maybe I will do what everyone else is telling me, you know. And then there was a class in college and it was about I watched a movie about plea bargains. It was really just like how the system is not in favor for people who are arrested and don't have a lot of resources. It works against a lot
It's
of
like, don't go to
people of
trial.
color
Take
and,
this plea
Yeah.
bargain. Don't go to
you know.
trial.
And
It'll give you life.
and for me, I was like, I don't want to work for these people, you know. And I have too much. I get too attached. Like I get too attached to people's stories and like. I just wouldn't be the right
Yeah, you
person
gotta-
for that
you gotta
job,
cut
you
all that
know?
stuff out.
Exactly. You have to be like kind of like
Heartless
stone cold.
almost.
Yeah, like my sister. So she can handle it. She's just stone cold, you know. I don't know.
That's crazy. Does she work in Vegas too?
Yeah.
Wow.
My dad. Okay, so he's the
Clark
DA,
County?
Clark County, and my sister's works in the office with him, which is weird. So, yeah.
What'd your mom say about OJ? How was he? Was he remorseful?
I don't think so. Is he apologize? I don't know.
For the
No, about
robbery?
the robbery.
I
Not
don't think so.
not the killings.
No. I mean, I don't.
You didn't hear any inside shit? Like,
It's not
nobody
that-
else knows?
Broken man.
No, I think. My mom talks. You know, she's really good at her job. you know, and it was weird how she got that trial because, or it's not weird, but it was assigned to her, right? But a lot of judges really wanted the case, obviously. So she got it, and she picked a jury for OJ in 2 weeks. I mean, that's crazy. That's quick. Everyone knows who OJ is.
Yeah.
You know, SNL did a spoof on it about picking the jury selection, and they had like an alien, a guy that was in a coma for like 30 years, a caveman, just like, and they all know who OJ was. You know what I mean? So it's great. It was a crazy situation.
What's up, fool? What's your email?
My email?
At
AOL.com.
What's your home address? What's your home address?
You want my social media?
Social media,
yeah. You can follow me at Wolfie Comedy or at Wolfie Memes, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Rodrigo, you got shows coming up?
We're doing Viva Los Jokes the second week of December.
What day is that? The 7th?
Tuesday,
what?
Yeah.
The 10th?
I think it's
No, the
I'm on which
17th.
Fourth? There's the
The
4th and
17th?
the 11th of December.
It's going to be the 11th.
The 11th.
Yeah.
How's that going? Some Riverside, right?
Yeah, downtown Riverside.
But that's the one that it's always packed, right?
Because
Because they have food there, right?
The
Don't they?
restaurant, the Italian
Yeah,
restaurant
yeah.
was the one.
Yeah, the Italian restaurant was the other one, but this one's at Zacatecas Cafe.
I have a plaque in Riverside, fool.
You do?
What?
Well, we bought a brick in
A
the
brick.
Cesar Chavez Memorial there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you seen that memorial? It's in that.
Yeah,
It's in that cobblestone street or whatever. That's
Yeah,
like
they
a
have
promenade.
that one. They have, what are they at?
And like the kids are following him.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
one,
bronze statue.
MLK.
Yeah, we have it.
and
It's Felipe
Muhammad
Esparza,
Gandhi.
Yeah,
right?
it says Felipe's World, and I think it says your name right
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I forgot about that.
I'm going to go smoke a joint by it.
You should.
Take a selfie.
And
Roll it up.
we wanted to add "What's Up, Fool" on it, but they said that was inappropriate for the.
Can't believe What's Up, Fool is
Oh,
inappropriate.
wow.
I just took all my money back then.
Yeah.
I know. I
Fuck
felt
you.
like saying, "Forget it. Never mind." It's
So I did my Spanish set.
On Saturday?
My second Spanish set.
How
last
was it?
Fucking.
How does the humor translate?
You know what? I get away with more in Spanish than I do in English.
I love that.
you know, you're right. There are fewer social justice warriors in Spanish.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
love that.
Yeah.
I want to do my set in Spanish.
And once I get flowing, I'm good. Like the second time around, I started playing with the audience in Spanish, and I got a lot of laughs.
That's awesome.
Cause
You're more relaxed up there now.
Because I was
think,
like
in
telling these
Spanish.
two bald guys in Spanish that they both look alike. No, I said you guys look the same. You have the same eyebrows.
Oh, no.
And everybody laughed. And it was funny because they closed the border the next day. So half of those comedians were from Mexico.
Really?
Only three of us were from America.
Yeah, I wonder if they
Had a
got
stay
home
or
in
what?
time. I don't
Aw.
know because they closed it at 11:40
terrible.
a.m. Yeah.
Shout
The
out
whole
to
thing
Jack,
went down.
Patty, and Gloria, and the dude with the glasses. I forgot.
Benji.
And Martin killed, bro.
Luis, who puts the show together.
And Luis, yeah.
Sotelo.
Martin Rizzo killed.
In Spanish?
He had never done it.
He had never gone up
I
before.
don't think so.
Wow. I bet he's used to talking to his mom though. And
Are
telling
you-
her
are you not
stories and
fluent?
stuff.
No.
Well, he was born in Mexico, but he's got a lot of slang and
How do you
Spanglish here.
watch a lot of television? Like, how do you pick it up so you become fluent?
I listened to Spanish on the way to the show.
You listen to? You don't watch the any TV, or you just listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Listen.
And I have the podcast, Spanish podcast.
Oh, wow.
That helps with some of the vocabulary.
I took Spanish my whole life, and I can understand it. I can speak it a little bit, but not as well as I can understand it. But I really want to be fluent.
Yeah, I can read it better than I feel more comfortable reading than speaking. Like especially to
read it.
native speakers like your mom, I shut up.
I do. Before I die, I want to be fluent in Spanish.
In my dreams, I'm fluent. I can
Yeah.
I dream fluent
You
Spanish.
dream in Spanish?
Yeah, I have had dreams where
I
I'm
dream in
speaking
German.
Spanish perfectly.
You dream in German?
I took German class for a whole year.
And you can do it perfectly in your dream, right?
Yeah.
And then you wake up and go, what the fuck?
Natürlich.
That's so awesome.
You can speak German fluently?
Ich spreche
No.
nicht Deutsch, nicht sehr
He
gut.
dreams of it.
Nicht sehr gut.
I think he's making up half of that right now.
No.
It sounded
I
right.
just said
Aaron, do you speak German?
I speak. I said I don't speak German very well.
It sounded great.
You speak, but you always learn a little bit of a lot of language.
I
languages.
speak Deutsch, German, nicht so good, not so good.
I learned how to say "Ich liebe dich" to this woman at the
What's
nursing
that?
home. I love you at the
what?
nursing home in German.
Oh.
But I learned how to say it because she was such a sweet old lady at the nursing home I worked at, and I wanted to thank her for being so nice and everything. She was so sweet.
Ich liebe dich sounds like you're
liebe dich.
pissed.
I know, it doesn't
that
sound
you
at
ate
all.
something
I know.
disgusting.
It doesn't sound.
Ich liebe dich.
But Germans don't throw it as often as Americans. Though.
No.
They don't say I love you all the time.
No.
Like, I love you.
No.
And we could say I love you. It's aggressive. Let you say fuck off. Yeah, I love you.
I know. I tell my Uber driver, I'm like, you got me here safely. Love you. Bye. We like throw it around in America. It doesn't mean
That's for
anything.
reverse it.
We get
What?
married now.
What did you say?
And what are you
Fool.
talking-
What's up with
that's what
Ernie
he-
G, bro?
What's up with him? He's documented now, huh? Yo también.
Damn. Yo también.
Some comedian called up another comedian that we know, like we both know him, and it was like all the emails for
Text
3
mess-
years, text
yeah,
messages. Where
Facebook
are
messages,
you?
yeah.
What's your location? Everything.
He called him out.
She
She
called
called
him out.
him out on stuff.
Oh, because he was like, he was trying to hit her up or
Yeah,
whatever. And
Yeah.
she exposed him.
constantly, Yeah, she finally exposed him, but he's a creepy comic. He's creepy.
So is his career
But
over?
the thing is, all these guys don't like
He
him.
wanted
and
to
none-
give her the
nobody
big
tells
bam bam.
him.
Isn't he like the spokesperson
But the
for the
thing is,
National
he did-
Council of La Raza?
Is he really?
That's what I heard.
Officially,
That's what I'm told, bro.
he.
Or I don't know if since they changed the name.
His meltdown in that text conversation with her.
Oh, there was a meltdown?
He
has
kinda
a
got
meltdown.
aggressive on her,
He
huh?
got aggressive.
That-
Well, this is what happens
that's
when you
bad when
reject
you-
some guys.
Yes.
They will.
Oh,
you're a
man, they get
bitch
so
now.
angry.
You're
Oh my
a
god,
rebel.
bitch.
listen,
Tell us.
they'll be
That's how
like,
it goes.
they'll
I was-
like
I was
hit on
talking
you, and you will tell them respectfully, I have a
Respectfully,
boyfriend, or
yeah.
no, thank you. They're like, I wasn't trying to sleep with you. I just wanted to get to know you.
Oh,
like,
you're too good for me.
Oh
now,
yeah,
huh?
I didn't mean it like that. But you
Oh.
just.
Said that.
It is so wrong. It's such
I
a.
was talking to Jessica
evil
Peluso
behavior,
about
yeah.
that for some
I
reason
love her.
because it came up, right? I just wanted to express it with a woman who's been there, and she said exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't know how they guys don't know how to take a rejection or don't get it. Like you say fuck, you tell them fuck off. Ha! Laugh out
Yeah.
loud. Just kidding.
Right. I didn't
Just-
want your ugly ass anyways.
Yeah.
You just asked me out on a
Oh,
date.
yeah.
people do that with Kate.
I'll kill you,
Kate Quigley,
bitch.
Too,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
it's
posts-
weird, huh?
And, like they'll go from 0 to 60 in no time. And as a kid, as a girl growing up, my mom was always telling me, you have to be nice while you're rejecting a guy. You have to be you have to worry
That's how
about
you
his
rejected
fucking
David Lee
ego.
Roth
Yeah.
at the Laugh
You have,
Factory. They were
to,
balling.
you have to worry about his ego.
It's wrong.
And letting him down when, if an ugly girl, approached a guy, he'd just.
Shit, you gotta break up. You gotta break
He
up with
would
a
have
guy
no
now. You gotta
problem.
take
Yeah,
that to the Magic
exactly.
Mountain.
When guys reject us, we're fine. We just
Yeah.
cry about it and for 3
You know,
days.
first of all,
Yeah.
women don't get rejected. You just start noticing he see another chick. Eh?
Yeah.
It's true.
Unless he looks like Brad Pitt, he ain't get no Me Too on him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, bro. People look like get harassed
There
too,
are
bro.
creepy, good-looking people.
I
too.
think some dudes probably they get harassed by probably other dudes, but
For
it's
real.
always the dude harassing.
Dude.
the
Started
dude.
humping me.
what a girl?
No, no,
dude.
A guy?
No, I had jobs where guys do that.
Oh, each other to each
Yeah.
other, like grab ass.
Start
and
humping
stuff.
another guy,
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
around.
Joking around.
But if you're not into that, you're gonna go straight to
HR?
You
HR.
have every right to.
You're gonna go. Excuse me. We're the human resource. What's
Yeah.
that? We don't got that here. I hired you.
He starts grabbing you.
I
again.
am HR.
For real.
You know?
You know what? He's fucking old. What do you
You're-
mean? There's no HR pumping
Yeah.
stuff here.
You get a job, you're walking to a whole world, you kind of go with the rhythm, and if you don't fuck with them, then they ain't going to fuck with you, or you're going to get in a fight, or it's going to be a standoff, or don't fuck with that guy because then he's going to give you problems.
Like my first job was a job.
Especially
some fool got me
paisas and shit?
Some fool got me hired, started helping, bro. Oh, I thought you're somebody else. Too late, dog. Fool, I pushed that fool off the deck, bro.
Oh my god.
I pushed him and his off the deck, bro.
This was I thought you were somebody else. Hey, even though that's stupid as fuck, dog, I can see the comedy in that shit, dog. I thought you were somebody.
But they were all doing it, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah,
fuck that, eh? Like, it starts right here, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I grew up with like Mexican foods that wouldn't take bikes that shit, dog. Like raw meat. And I'm like, fuck that, what's wrong with, like, get all racial and shit, but it's like, you're Mexican too. Your parents came from Mexico.
See-
Not right now, motherfucker.
That's why that scene in La Bamba
yeah,
when Isa
dog.
Morales picks up that carrot, start humping that guy's ass.
Yeah. That's all like.
There's a lot of paisa
Guy
grab
shit,
ass. It's always
biker
like
shit,
in the
all
back of the
kinds of shit.
kitchen. They're doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, you work with Dominicans.
Well, they did. The Dominicans would slap each other with the towels, with the bar towels. Back in the
Especially
kitchen.
if a dude comes in out of the kitchen with like a 6 feet
And they
or
call
a
each other
4
maricon.
feet sausage, he's gonna slap somebody in the
Of
face
course.
with it.
Dudes can't hold a sausage without doing it. You can't, can you?
Girl, not like that was titties,
No. We don't do
I
that.
feel like that's
How-
yeah.
I
I
gotta
don't
go
know.
into like a
Stormy
jello
Daniels.
mold.
Yeah, I
and
don't
go
just
like,
like
oh.
rub. I'm like, oh, great.
With their bosoms.
You don't take a shit and then later on go for a walk with your homie. You go stop right there and go, smell that, bro? That's me, eh?
Ew. No.
Girls don't do that.
Like that video, man. Girls don't do that. How about that video?
I can't explain
Two
the video.
girls,
That's
one
why
cup?
I've watched it so fucking much.
I only seen it one time. That's it.
Once.
I only just see it once.
What's
It's
that?
so
2 girls, 1 cup.
disturbing. No, it's
Worse.
it's this
That's what I thought.
it's this thing that was going around last week, and it's
Oh,
a
Rodrigo
guy.
and his lady, no?
It's a guy and his lady. They're probably 40-something, suburban white couple.
Oh no.
He
So
reaches
they're from
his
Tyler Street.
he reaches his hand.
Oh, in the
Tyler
parking
Street.
lot.
yeah,
saw it?
and then he lifts it
And
up,
then she smells it.
He
She smells
offers
it.
to her. and
She smells it. Okay.
You
Why?
saw that,
Okay.
Rodrigo?
This
and
is-
then he smells it, but like he's offering
Play
it to
it.
her first.
I'm sorry.
It is so disturbing.
White people do things sometimes that we just I don't know. I
I've
don't
watched
know what
it so many
happened. It
times
was
because
so
I don't
weird.
know what's going on.
When I
don't
watched it the
know.
first
Is
time,
it
I
sexual?
wa-
Because then she goes back and kind of grinds up against him too. She puts her butt up against his pelvis.
Sometimes
Does
I
that really
get
fucking turn you on.
sometimes I get front
Gross.
wedgies. So like I can understand you need to adjust.
She's having him adjust for her.
Wow.
It's so disturbing.
I was watching it
I
going,
can't.
is he going to make her a mustache right now? What's going to happen?
I know, and she's like.
Gross, man.
Like she's looking forward to it. She expects
Uh,
that
she-
hand to be
It
there.
could be
too, like they've done
translucent
it
and still
before.
smell
It
though.
was
Oh,
gross.
man.
It was weird. I was like, who's...
Oh, there's a smell there. There's
Ugh.
Called swass. It's called swass.
Grab the tip a little bit.
No,
Translucent, but
he
don't
was
smell. It
digging
smells.
far.
But
He was
dude,
digging
but
in.
the
Yeah.
person...
Oh damn!
But
A
the
little
person-
shovel
You
style.
haven't seen this?
No, I
Yeah.
have not.
It is
The
so
person
Play it.
disturbing.
videotaping, the
I
person
don't know if I can find
videotaping
it.
must have been following this food for a while. Okay, watch this, homie. You're gonna do it right
I
now.
want the stakeout video, dude.
That's what it was like.
It was weird. Like,
Yeah?
it
I've
looked-
never
zoom
seen
in.
anything. I've never seen. I didn't know what to expect. Like, where is this? It is
fool,
bizarre.
he digs in there, bro. Like, and then he puts it in her face, and then she goes, "Oh yeah."
Like he's putting something
That's
in
me.
the oven, almost, and then taking it out.
Like she went like
And
that.
off-
Hey,
Look what I made
it
for
was
you.
a muffaletta.
Yeah, it was. That's what it was.
So then, that's crazy, dude. And like, what are you supposed to do with that, eh?
Yeah,
both
she
you guys are
smells
tripping
it.
out, so it must be
And
crazy.
you know what? They're probably gonna go into Whole Foods to get samples.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're going into this. Those are the same people that are taking the salad bar with their own hands. I've seen it.
And
You thought it
eating
was
the
a
pretzels at the bar.
Thought it
Oh,
was a
man.
salmonella, huh?
Oh man.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Mika.
That was weird ass video, man.
I've seen people. There's this one comic on my timeline. He posts like shit
Crazy
that
shit?
people do all the time. I've seen people have like sex in public at bus stops. Like they're literally having sex at a bus stop, and I'm like, really? Like
Fucking Frog, eh?
fucking A.
Shout out to Frog, bro, from San Diego. He's moving up to the final four
Where at?
of some comedy contest in San Diego,
At the Madhouse?
the Madhouse.
Congratulations, bro. Keep
I like that
going.
place.
Man, there's 3 comedy clubs gonna be in the same street.
Which one?
Madhouse,
American
Comedy
Comedy
Club, and in the middle opening up the Laugh Factory.
What? They're opening one up in San Diego?
Yeah.
Might be like a little 100 seater.
That's the
Oh, I
plan.
love it. The
It'd be
future.
like the mini Gothams.
I love it.
Super intimate, huh?
Well, I saw Michael Rappaport yesterday.
Oh, hell yeah. How was that?
Oh my God, he showed up with like 4 friends, and I didn't get a chance to say hello, but he texted me, so he said he was a fan, so that made
Oh,
me
really? Hell
feel
yeah.
good.
huh? That fool was doing stand-up?
Then Joe Rogan showed up, bro. Powerhouse.
Love him.
He was funny, man, and Jesse May was cool. I met some guy from Mississippi named Eric Carter. I saw George Perez. I saw Jesus Trejo. Eric Griffin.
I love
he
Eric
said, "What's
Griffin.
up?"
He's great.
It's funny because he saw us all together, right? It was us, and then like these fools that look like cholos. He was it the Mexican hipsters? Nah, bro, just a bunch of chipsters.
I was there last night. I must have missed you.
Yeah,
Because I saw all those people.
you did.
Yeah, I probably just missed your set.
You see, Dave Attell, bro, was there.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Peters,
Definitely
Ross?
Jeffrey Ross,
The Roastmaster General?
and Joey Coco.
Coco.
That's right, cocksuckers.
Uncle Coco.
I went there for a little while. Learn about the hee and the ha. You found it?
No, I'm having horrible service right now. I'm waiting. I know
So,
Deion Cole put it up, so I'm gonna put it on Deion Cole's page.
I've been following you for a while, and I noticed that when Michelle Wolf
Yeah.
did her correspondence, said people attack your ass.
What?
Were people attacking you?
Oh, when she did her, when
Yeah.
the correspondence dinner.
I got her name wrong. Next to her, so.
No, I mean they didn't really mix us up because we look nothing alike. We also sound nothing alike.
I thought they mixed you guys up because of name.
But no, I mean not really, because there's also like a Josh Wolf.
I know him.
Yeah.
He's cool.
We know Josh.
But I did. Yeah, Kevin called me Michelle on stage last night, but like, I mean,
Cool.
it doesn't happen that often. We look nothing alike, thank goodness. Because then it would be confusing. Not that, no, because she's great. But
I think 'cause some people are crazy, man. They just tweet anybody named Wolf.
oh
They're
well,
pissed
there's
off.
yeah. You've
know
seen
how
the
to
stuff
read.
that goes on Twitter where they like hate tweet the wrong person and it goes viral.
For I like the funny ones, like when you look at memes from other nationalities, like you have no idea what the reference is, but you're trying to figure it out. Like Dominicans, like I said, it was a meme that said when Dominicans say they
I'm not black.
I ain't black, but then they show Dominican grandmother and it's the dad from Good Times.
John Amos.
Aww, that's funny.
You have shows coming up?
I'm in Vegas tomorrow and Friday. I'm at Bonkers, and then I'm at the Hooters Casino, the hilarious 7.
You headlining?
Yeah, that one, and then no, I'm not headlining. And then I have I'm featuring in Brea tonight. So
What are you doing on December? The end of December.
27th through 30th.
27th through 30th, hanging out with you guys.
Hell yeah, you will be at the Ontario Improv. You want to do it?
Let's do it. I would love to.
It'll be me, you, Cesar Estrada.
No, Chris Estrada.
What the fuck? You been fucking up a name. Chris Estrada, you, Rodrigo, me.
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Ontario Improv. We just
Good
added
show.
a second show on Sunday.
We're gonna do 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. We just added a
Hells
second
yeah.
because it's all sold out except Thursday, and now this second Sunday show.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm leaving the next day. We're leaving
We
We're
gotta
leaving from
leave
on Sunday to
From Ontario to Denver the next
Oh,
day.
beautiful.
Oh, that's gonna be New Year's
New
week.
Year's
huh?
Eve.
Yeah.
Are you around New Year's Eve? Do you want to do the show in Denver?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Yeah. So
No, me.
it's the next day.
How's the weed out in Denver?
It's all right.
week. Nah.
A
don't
lot
know.
of people. A lot of people say it's all badass because it went legal and shit, but it's all right.
Like you said, man, you know,
Nothing out of this
the
world.
weed, the best weed is still the people who don't have a license to sell
Yeah,
weed.
for sure. I agree.
Like the Louis, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
But Louis the 13th has
have
pre-rolls
license,
that's
don't
bomb. They do have bomb, man. Like
Completely.
that's probably the best pre-rolls out there. And those cookie ones I gave you.
I can't wait to smoke those.
Yeah. And I noticed that on that jar, it tells you the potency. It tells you when was it made, when they harvested, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
It tells you the best munchies to eat on it.
It's like it like they cut off all that jargon. The pot dealer will tell you, that shit used to be grown
Yeah.
since Samia.
Right? No, it's like the health information, which farm it came from, how many hands touched it, how high you're gonna get. It's the future.
What's the biggest show you've done?
Oh gosh. Like biggest in size, like how many people?
Yeah.
Probably one of the improv shows at like one of the big rooms or Oxnard or
That was
Irvine.
nice.
It's
Liberty
a
Live.
huge ass one.
Yeah. Probably one of those.
Where did you perform in Canada?
Calgary and Edmonton. One at one of the clubs, I already forgot because it's been a couple weeks ago and I smoked a lot since then. And then the 3 shows were at like, what are they called? Performance spaces, venues.
You ever done that pot show in Toronto?
Which one?
I think it's Johnny Toshido, Puff Mama.
I haven't done that one.
That
I do
one.
the Gateway. I've done the Gateway show. Have you done that one?
No.
That's my friend Billy Anderson. He puts on a show where you do 10 minutes sober and then you come back, get really high and do 10 minutes really high. You guys should do it.
Rodrigo said, fuck, I just do the whole 20 high.
Well, the thing is, he's like, you can't smoke during the day. I'm like, this is the hardest part. is like being
Yeah.
sober.
Yeah, that shit came with rules.
You're my dad's show.
Right?
Squeaky.
Man, but that'll be good because the next 10 minutes you'll be. How long? How long does it take you the week to hit you? 10 minutes?
To hit me real good, what it's gonna hit me? The peak probably 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but he may give as everyone leave for an intermission for 15 minutes, and you just get as high as possible.
Oh.
Edibles, blunts, joints, drinks, whatever.
But bong hits at that point,
Sign
it'll
me
fuck
up.
you up more.
We need
Or
a show
I'll-
like that in
or a
LA.
dab, dog.
They have it here. I'll send you the info. You should do it. It's a good show.
Dabs included there too.
You can bring dabs.
Yeah,
He has sponsors, so he
Here
has
it is,
like,
Rodrigo. Here's the picture.
No, I can't find it. I have to.
That'll just jack you
It
up.
wasn't even on Dion Cole's page anymore. I don't know what happened to it.
oh man, maybe they took
I
it
don't-
down.
that's true.
Maybe the couple like found out. They're like, what are you doing putting our moves on here?
Couple putting hand in ass.
Should be selling.
Oh
some
my god,
t-shirts.
17,000 videos pop up. Did you mean?
See, a lot of them show up, but
It's
not
not
the
the
one
one.
I need.
Yeah,
Wait,
I see
in
it.
parking lot.
Okay,
There you go.
in
There-
parking lot.
What about? Is he gonna put? Can you pull it up here?
No, could she search on that tablet though?
No, bro, they're all just weird ones now.
Now it's just porn. Now it's just an entire selection on Pornhub.
Not a bunch of chicks follow me at.
How'd you guys find it?
I saw it on Facebook.
On
I saw it
Facebook?
like someone was like,
Dion Cole.
check this
Oh,
out.
on his page. That's what you guys
Yeah.
seen it? Damn.
It was crazy.
It was,
I didn't
but
see it.
they look like the people look like they were dressed like the 80s too.
They just look like normal people who were about to return the shopping cart back after they used it, which I saw this video. I'm like, oh, look at these citizens returning the cart back. Like,
Citizens.
and then you just hand goes in. And I'm like,
Oh, they're standing up?
yeah, they're just in a parking
damn. I
lot.
thought they were in the car and
No,
then
they're
somebody eased
standing
on them.
up.
They're
They're
in the parking
park,
lot.
chilling.
They're in the
Really?
parking lot returning their shopping cart, and the husband. I'm assuming that's her husband or her brother or son. You know, who knows?
It looks like a couple that could be waiting in line
I
at the
didn't know.
Irvine Improv.
I thought
Yeah,
they were chilling in the
exactly.
car. They're
Yeah.
they're standing
you watched
up.
it?
In
You
the-
saw it?
No, they told me. I'm all,
Oh.
so what? Because I was like, dude, how crazy is
Yeah,
this?
somebody's like right behind them, like from
Oh,
a doorway.
man.
or
Wow,
something.
man.
That's something you can't unsee.
You can't
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to see it.
I was disturbed by it. I still
were
am.
disturbed?
We're talking about it like a week later. It was, it
That's
was
nuts,
gross.
It was nasty.
It's
then,
inexplicable. It
fuck
doesn't
it.
make any sense.
It was-
Why
it
would
wa-
you want to fucking smell that?
It was like he put his hand up there. Maybe she farted on it, and then he put it on her.
I swear
Queef.
there is a selection on Pornhub for this type of.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
video.
Yeah, you know all the
There's a
all
whole-
the categories.
Torso sex.
Torsos.
Whoa.
Coming up, people.
Necrophiliac bullshit.
Oh, those are my dates. Oh, here we go. Coming up, people. Tempe, Arizona. Next week, December 7th through the 9th, with the hilarious Rodrigo Torres and the hilarious
Martin Rizzo.
Martin Rizzo and even more hilarious
Chuck
Chuck Bartel. George Washington will be there.
Minneapolis is fun.
Tempe
You are in for a
Improv.
treat. He's so funny.
He's so funny. He'll bring the umbrella.
He
Ontario,
lives down there during the
California.
winter.
December 27th through the
During the
30th.
winter.
Ontario Improv. You already heard it right here. We got Rodrigo Torres. We got
For
Cesar
Ontario,
Estrada.
Chris Estrada. What is so hard about that?
Poor
Chris-
Caesar.
Chris
Caesar
Estrada.
thinks he's booked
Poor
for the
Caesar.
Ontario Improv.
Caesar
You
is
show up.
No.
Melissa Villasenor, Caesar.
Melissa Villaseñor did a character
It's the
of
greatest
a Mexican
character.
Mexican cholo comedian named
Man,
Cesar
a
Estrada.
male comedian.
He goes, okay, man, going over my set list. Okay,
Like,
man.
looks like this.
Yeah.
funny,
Let's see. Okay.
He had the worst little mustache.
He goes, let me see
Aw.
my set list. Let's see.
I see little mustaches
Okay,
like that though.
Funny, man.
Jumping house. Okay.
I don't know why she doesn't do it on.
We have Rachel Wolfson.
Wolfson.
Whatever you guys want
You
to
get
call
a new
me.
nickname too, right?
Denver,
fine.
Colorado, December 31st, New Year's Eve, Paramount Theater.
We don't know who's featuring on
Bridgeport,
that.
Connecticut, January 3rd to the 4th, Stress Factory. Turnlock, January 26th. Tickets are going fast.
They are going very fast for that Turlock show, so you better hurry.
Lisa made a bomb-ass Thanksgiving. It was all vegan.
That was good. That's good.
Vegan Thanksgiving?
Oh,
Yeah, tofurkey.
7th year in a row.
She made a bomb-ass mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
it
she
was
put the
good.
cheese in the blender when it was hot.
I made a cheese
And
and
she
cashew
put,
sauce.
and she put all the
yeah.
jalapeno juice in
The
it
jalapeno juice in it.
and blended it.
I'm coming next year.
And I
You're
put
invited.
breadcrumbs
Bring in the
on
greens.
top.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys have mashed potatoes at your
We
Thanksgiving?
did.
Okay, there were no mashed potatoes at my Thanksgiving. I'm never coming
What
back.
happened?
Oh,
It's
fuck
fucked
that.
up. It's fucked
Well,
up.
see, that's the reason that other person went off.
I'm
Whoever
telling
it was
you,
who ruined
there's-
Thanksgiving
it's
this
just-
year.
It's over.
I would have ruined it for that reason.
It's
My
over
brother
for me.
showed up to
What's that, mashed potatoes?
showed up one time. They didn't have a ham. He lost it.
Oh man.
Well, even worse, they had those sandwiches.
Oh yeah, my wife,
Ugh.
my brother's sister Salvadorian.
The
so
brother's wife is Salvadoran.
Okay.
So they fuck with sandwiches.
That's
They make like a turkey stew.
she gets a pass.
It's like a
Bless you.
sorry, a stewed turkey sandwich that's like dripping in gravy.
It's
and
like
stuff.
it's like a remix on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but it's like it's Salvadorian American. Well, not just Salvadorian American. Salvadorians do it over there.
Central
I guess.
American thing.
Why would Salvadorians
Little
celebrate
caravan sandwich.
Thanksgiving anyway?
Yeah,
Is
why
this
would
just
any
here?
other country?
Remember,
just
remember
here
the
that they
Christmas
do it?
thing?
I think it's a Christmas
They
thing.
transferred it to Thanksgiving.
Because you have fights if you post it up about Thanksgiving or Christmas, and the other people will be like, "No, we only do that for Thanksgiving," or "No, we only do that for Christmas," and then everybody starts fighting. In the
We
comments.
killed a roast.
Like, we're gonna do our own thing here in
But
America.
your brother
We're
showed up.
changing the game.
Your brother showed up, and he was like, he was late, so he missed the whole speech that was given
no.
about the sandwiches in the beginning of the.
He was like, "What the
and
fuck
he
is
goes,
this?"
"What? No, we didn't have ham on Christmas. We didn't have. There's
Ham
no
on
turkey
New
here.
Year's."
There's no ham." He was so.
What was the speech about the sandwich?
It was just like the story
Tradition.
behind it, the tradition behind it.
What is it?
But I don't know.
We're,
I don't even
we're
remember.
Salvadorians.
But it had to
and
do
that's all
with
we
them
have.
having.
That's all we had at the. We just put it into a sandwich.
Back in the days,
Little
all we
MS-13
have.
torta.
It wasn't that. I
love
don't
it.
remember the details of the speech, but it was about being
no
Salvadorian.
respeto los sándwiches.
Ah, dude, I'm
I
thinking
would-
of
They
turkey.
didn't
I
call
would
them
definitely eat an
sandwiches.
MS-13 sandwich. That sounds so good.
Pava, Punk and Pava,
That's
bro.
great marketing.
There's a guy in a caravan coming to get you right now.
We just helped him with his branding.
I did my joke last night, bro, about how they were pepper spraying the caravan. He goes, come on, man. You can't scare a Latino with pepper spray, man. They try to do that over here, man. We just put my taco on. They could.
Hilarious. So true.
Hook it up.
What's up, fool? But you know what, man? When they were spraying those people, everybody was putting out videos when President Obama was spraying them too. But then, like, I was gonna get into it, but I want to write. So, are you saying that he was tough on immigration now, or what are you telling me here? Are you saying it now because it fits your narrative?
Mm-hmm.
But Obama kicked a lot of fools, bro.
Dude, I have a friend that works for ICE that was born in Tijuana, and that's all he does all day, overtime, just snatching fools. But he snatches like child molesters, murderers, and shit like that. Not like fucking.
Average people.
Nah. You ain't going back there for shoplifting.
Hey, but it's not just
What's
like there's a lot of like.
He was working just as hard as when Obama was in as this fool's in.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
That's what I'm
Russian and Armenian hiding too, huh?
Well, shit, in North Hollywood.
Yeah, people forget about all that.
At
We
the
in
Atlanta
New
sex
York,
store.
in New York,
Yeah.
it was all Chinese and their families.
Well, dude,
were
like a
coming
lot of
over
people, they
illegally,
busted
too.
a house in Monterey Park right there that like they bring ladies from China to give birth there.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
wow.
Yeah.
So they have kids here.
Yeah, like there's like a whole trade on that, and some of them like come all locked up in like big old drums and shit.
Crazy poor Asians.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
I would definitely. I would
Yeah,
watch
that's-
that movie. That was a great movie.
That was a badass movie.
Love that movie.
Crazy poor Asian.
That's dope.
So dramatic. That would be so opposite of me. Dude. So dramatic. that
Everybody has
movie.
their rich people, dude.
Crazy poor
You can't
Asian.
marry my daughter because you're only a dishwasher. You gotta be a super.
Yeah.
What's
But you're a
up,
cook.
fool?
I don't know. We're riffing on
You know,
something.
Lisa was all high yesterday, and she realized why they call Super Mario Brothers Super Mario Brothers.
Why?
Why?
He's
Because
a super.
He's the super of the
Of
the building.
building, right?
That makes
I
sense.
thought I always thought he was super.
Well, I
That's
think
what I
that's the way it's a double meaning, but
That wasn't Bookman a super, right?
yeah, but he was a super.
The PJs.
I thought they were plumbers.
Well, yeah,
Handyman,
but
maintenance
a
man.
super, like superintendent
okay,
okay,
handles all
okay,
that
okay.
stuff. Yeah. the
Back in the
super.
day where they had like, you know,
I don't know if they still have a regular super anymore. You know.
you used to have
Like,
them more in like apartment complexes
Yeah.
or the ones that go straight
We
up,
always
right?
had
If
super.
it was a Mexican, gonna be el técnico. El técnico.
Ese güey sabe todo.
Yeah.
What's another word,
You're
bro,
supposed
for
to tip
a
your super, by the way. If anybody of you have a super who takes
Really? I
care of
didn't
all that
know
stuff,
that.
you're supposed to tip them at Christmas. Yeah.
Oh hell's yeah.
Wow, I don't watch Seinfeld.
I watched that.
I watch
I give-
I
I
watch
give
an
my movie
episode of
tickets all the
Seinfeld
time.
every day of my life.
Yeah.
You do?
I think I do. I think if I hear the words, I could tell what episode it is.
My
right away.
son is obsessed with them.
It's a great show.
It's a great show. Holds up still.
So,
We gotta go. Wrap it up.
what you got? Nothing?
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Thanks for
you
having me.
Thanks for being here,
Thank you
man.
very much for
Appreciate
being
it.
here.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Let's
Good.
go smoke a joint.
What's
Yeah.
up,
Yeah, let's
fool?
go.
Let's go. I didn't read no comments.